Why didn't you hit the real show button?
I did hit the real show button. But always
Just kidding.
is.
I totally sabotaged you that time. I'm so funny.
And we are off to a hot start.
Damn it. I was like, all right, Fred's watching. I can't screw this up. You know.
Oh.
And I hit the button and it turned off, and I was like, oh God.
I'm the Gabe of this. I'm the Gabe of this episode. Everything I can do to screw it up. That's me.
It's, obviously you're joined here by Freddie Fame, broadcast voice of DCCW. He's slumming with Gabe Gambino and Fernando Gonzalez.
Hey there, everybody. How's it going?
Look at that. That's a tumbler right there.
That
are
is
we selling those?
Why don't you get to the show and I'll just do my own thing?
Oh, okay. All right, we got Fred Slow in the house, everybody, and let's get into the episode.
Which one is this? This is the first one we ever did?
No, this is season 2, episode 2.
Yes.
So this would be the second off of the November show.
You know,
back in November.
I just realized something. We should use the freeze frame of one of the high spots from one of the matches and called it the flight before Christmas.
Oh, that's the next episode. That's episode 3, I think.
Yeah, there we go.
Dominus Peggy Bundy over here.
Oh my goodness. I had mentioned that last time. I don't know what the hell he was doing in my mom's closet, but he needs to stay the hell out of it.
His outfit sucked.
I was wondering about the full fingered thing, like just the unbroken line from shoulder to fingertip. Oh my goodness.
Hey, what are all these hot girls doing in my wrestling organization? What are we doing with these 3 hot ass girls?
It's, honestly, it really is a lovely time. We and the thing was, just with Angelica Risk, she really got treated like a star for this one, and the fans.
She did. She was taking pictures the whole night.
Yeah. People were lining up, and honestly, I think she's definitely been a boon since the night that she worked with us.
Okay, let's go. Here we go. Episode 2, season 2. Well, where's Fernando?
Oh, there I am. Yep. And and La Migra being bullies with me. However, when we were working on the when we were going over just the blocking for this for everything, they were laughing so hard. And
I love how much of a good time they have, like filming these segments.
Oh yeah. No, it's one of my favorite parts of putting just this part of it together is seeing the wrestlers that light up when they know we're going to be doing interviews together. It's a hell of a lot of fun, to be quite honest with you. And we've got
I haven't watched this. I haven't watched this yet. What's he saying here? Is he just saying that Fernando sucks, or is it like more in depth?
Oh no! It's him talking about finally having a reason to leave Texas, and more or less that the good folks of La Migra have been what was it? Oh yeah, called upon to do charity work at a homeless shelter because they love calling Albuquerque that.
I don't know if you're right though, because I was reading his list there, and I think he just kept saying Man High sucks. Why don't they play Freebird? I hate Man High. Starting the show with Man High is the worst thing a wrestling promotion can do.
Somebody really like I started playing Freebird at Explorer the other night at our teen night event, and it was
cool promo pics.
They are very good,
courtesy of Rusty Rutherford. But yeah, I started playing Freebird and somebody called me a sellout, so I was like, I can't win.
You can't win. Can't win for losing.
Also, those are not courtesy of Rusty Rutherford. He does not donate those. He is a proud partner of Duke City Championship Wrestling. He's part of the mix. Okay, so if Gabe is over here underselling you on Rusty's contribution to the organization, that's because Gabe is trying to undercut him. Gabe doesn't have respect for
No,
Rusty.
I'm absolutely not.
Gabe doesn't want
Oh
him
my
part of the
God.
roster.
I pay him every month for my pictures. I literally send him money.
Joining us
oh
on
my
Island
God.
Time. It's Island Time, everyone. Sully
Yo, man, pulling Lauren Hill. You're lucky I showed up.
You pulled a Lauren Hill. Hey, Saleh, off the record, how much like crud does Gabe talk on Rusty? Like Gabe hates Rusty. He hates the official photographer of Duke City Championship.
I will pull up my Venmo transaction list right now.
But every dollar is just like it feels different, man.
Yeah.
it just reads different, man.
I'm stoked that Fred's here to spank all of us like the entire show.
I wasn't here on the last real show because I have a life, unlike you guys. And Rusty he's in full gimmick. I don't know if you guys see him in the corner, the photographer, but he
it looks like a newsie.
He went, and this is a super inside pro wrestling. This was a gimmick we were going to give Saleh originally, where Saleh was going to be like an old timey reporter that was like, and we were going to give him fake newspaper programs, and he was going to run around going, get your news here, wrestling news. And it was this whole idea we had.
It's coming up big.
Saleh, and then the show got too big. We needed to put Saleh on the broadcast, and Rusty was like, I could be old timey Tom Sawyer reporter guy. And we were like, let's go.
Like super duper inside. It's the same vest. Saleh was going to wear the same vest.
He was.
So they don't have a size 9 fedora either.
They don't have a size 13 fedora. We kept looking.
We don't do enough shout outs to Michael Frankel, who kind of keeps the house together in the back, but he's out there grabbing Chris Watson's duster. And like, I didn't see Chris Watson let the duster get more. It didn't get more than a foot away from him the whole night we're recording. He's in love with that duster.
Yeah. It's and he a little bit of a backstage moment there. It was just he really likes it, despite the fact that it's kind of a heelish looking duster.
Yeah.
It's a little Final Fantasy.
Only
duster.
heels can stay warm. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, but
I imagine he flies. Does he fly or drive out in that thing?
You know what? I
imagine yes.
I don't know.
He rides a horse, idiot.
Yeah. He's got a Pegasus if he needs to get somewhere further away.
Yeah, it's him in a black Cadillac with four of his very similar looking friends.
Yes, exactly.
All I got the Final Fantasy reference.
Oh, we're nerds. We're geeks, man.
Seriously.
I have to leave, you guys. Like I like all three of you on camera, but for real, I have nothing in common with you guys. This match is wild good. It has nothing to do with the world of fantasy adventure or whatever. Only fantasy wrestling. Chris Watson here, who is like wearing white because he's a good guy, and that's the psychology behind this thing.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the fans want to hate him. Like they understand that he's a good guy. But the second that he is like, oh, I think it's time to be a bad guy, the fans are gonna be like, yeah, we know. Like we low key have felt this coming like the whole time.
You know, if he's wearing the white tights with like the intertwined roses and stuff, and he goes out just with a jerk demeanor the entire time, yeah, I'm pretty sure the audience would be just primed and ready to boo the hell out of this man.
Oh, yeah. He would be in a great pulling a Adonis heat.
Yeah,
that would be. Yeah, I could see him killing that.
Yeah, and let's see here. Yeah, because he
has such great wrestlers, by the way. This is a great match.
Yeah, honestly, the fact that they had this technical exchange here was really cool because I
didn't see that coming.
No, you didn't see a preponderance of technical stuff. You know,
Charlie, I didn't see a preponderance.
Yeah, you didn't see a polypomerance.
Well,
Uh-oh.
That clicking noise sucks.
Yeah, not a fan.
It's like, is drive-by going on? Oh, make the full 10 count.
Yeah, no.
Classic.
He only made it to 9 on this one, if I remember correctly.
Oh, such a tease. Gotta love those second row springboards. Look at that.
So if that audio doesn't stop, obviously we gotta go.
Looking good, sounding good. Full
Yeah,
system, great heat.
everything's good on this side.
Charlie 50 is just really fun to watch. God, I love that dude.
He really is, and I really do like the fact that he's one of those guys that kind of can cover all of the bases as a performer. That he knows how to be able to get his heat. He can brawl. He can do technical stuff. It's just, and he's also, and again, as we do a little bit of the inside baseball here, very nice guy outside of the ring.
Very sweet, yeah. I love talking about
Eating
how
Rice Krispies. I'm sorry, you were saying Saleh.
But I love like how I keep talking about Charlie is English for Saleh, so I keep calling him my fellow Saleh man.
Okay. I was actually kind of wondering what you guys were referring to there.
We're both Salehs. We're both for sale.
That's cool.
And then where's my brave warrior princess out there?
Oh yeah, and speaking of absolute sweethearts behind the camera.
Agreed.
Yeah, she genuinely is a pleasant human being, but absolutely despicable when the cameras are on.
They know how to turn it on. They know how to punch it in.
Yeah. Now, when it's go time to be an awful person.
She's all right at best.
Totally fair. Oh, and give me one moment here, folks.
So obviously it's Gabe who sucks on the audio, so we're gonna bump him for a little bit, and then what we're gonna do is I'm gonna grab. So you boys do some filler because I'm gonna grab this video from Gabe and I'm gonna remove it, and then we're gonna produce it on my end.
All right.
As I feel the problem might be on his bandwidth.
Okay.
So that's a little bit of an unfortunate thing, but fortunately for us,
We're still here.
I'm
We're
pretty
grooving.
good at figuring this stuff out. So, and that's, there's a lot to this industry that's so neat. And I don't know if we're picking up at the exact right place or whatever, but, there's a lot that's so neat because it takes a ton of work to like get all this stuff done. Like there's a lot of jokes and stuff or whatever.
Yeah.
But like we had to put all this effort. I'll give you an example. Here, you see these lights right here, like on the side with these stands.
Those
Like
trusses,
you'll see like these truss. You see these huge sandbags on them. And it's like, well, Fred, you're just talking about sandbags. That's not that big of a deal. We have 100-pound plates underneath of those things. Like you don't realize like the work that goes in to this stuff, which is nuts because you have to do like all these little preparations all the time. Then you have to do things on the fly, right? So it's like, and also as this match continues and it's looking really good. But giving you an example, today right here on this real show, right? Like Gabe's hosting the thing. Gabe's got to figure it out. He's got a weird technology issue. We just have to like make an adaptation on the fly.
Yep.
And there's not like a production team behind this thing. It's all everything. It's the whole production. So it's just kind of neat to me how, I don't know, the effort to be able to jump in and make everything work is just a conscience like stream all the time of just making sure the boat's not sinking. Just kind of crazy. Oh, here's some dirty pool right here.
Oh,
I don't know what you're talking about. She's making sure he's okay.
Yeah. But being able to get out there, give him a little bit of the business across the middle rope there. And what was it? Oh yeah, and there's going to be a little bit further involvement. We've not seen the last of Veronica Vega.
She's doing a job, making sure that her client is always on the rise, always on the good, making sure that he's always in a good position.
Absolutely.
Gabe Gambino rejoining us on the broadcast.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, Gabe.
Much
Welcome.
better.
Looking
Everything's
great.
sounding good to me.
So obviously Gabe is complete booty technology-wise, so we'll just remove him forever.
My job here is done, and promptly leaves. But oh yeah, boy. And Chris Watson, very kinetic wrestler, And speaking of guys that really can do it all, he's somebody that he knows how to hype the crowd up. He does a lot of you see the technical exchange from earlier in the match. You see that he brawls, and you see the amount of, you wouldn't expect that much high flying from a guy his size,
I agree. These are guys that's been in it for at least 5-7. Between them, they have like over 200 years of experience.
Oh my goodness,
I don't
It's
know the
something
math.
crazy, yeah.
Yeah.
But like they know the craft, but not just that. They know what they're working with, and they know what they're capable of. And I love that. I love when I see guys who can either pushing the boundaries a little bit, or they just know how to work what they have.
Yeah.
Well,
absolutely. Yeah, these are, and they,
But
huh?
It was perhaps the best wrestling match Charlie 50 has had either, because like everything he's kind of done otherwise is like super heelish stuff, right? So it's like delay stuff, and it's like hit and run stuff, and it's like number stuff, or we had him in tag team stuff. You know, for him to go out there, and I don't know how long this match lasts, 10, 15 minutes or whatever.
Yeah.
But for him to go out there and just go, that's like a super positive for our crowd to like see his performance ability as opposed to just seeing like his personality ability.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
like right there. Look at my big man go.
Not just that. That's actually like another cool inside of pro wrestling. They know where the hard cam is, and they made a quick adjustment on the fly right there, getting him to that belt, getting him to that corner, which just looks even better for Cameron and for everyone else who's in attendance as well. That's a vet move right there.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's not your first year of wrestling kind of instinct,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really great ring awareness, camera awareness. That's a really, that was actually a very subtle thing, and I picked up on. I was just really, really happy to see.
Yeah.
The live chat's going crazy. Big thank you to everyone who's here with us. Friend of Duke City Championship Wrestling, Sarah, friend Carlos, Duke City Warriors, which probably has a real name, but I'm not super familiar with that, as they've kind of grabbed their own sort of personality in the world of supporting Duke City Championship Wrestling. And then you go to the top rope, and the crowd gets out of their seat.
Right, yeah. Especially big boy. Woo!
Yeah, he's about to take to the air, and that has got to stink. Quite honestly,
that sucks.
Yeah.
He was already hurting from earlier too. That's like, all right, let's just make it hurt some more.
Yeah, crashing down across some knees has got to stink. Oh, and yeah, there we go. We got Eliza Hayes.
What was she doing there? She had no business in that. How dare she?
I remember the indignation during the live broadcast.
Yeah, it was a good. Here's a little fun roll up. Oh, okay, let's put a little spice on it. Well, and this is a fun way of like molding two stories, right? Because you had Hayes, who in her mind just lost an opportunity at championship because of Veronica Vega, and she said she was feigning the neck injury, and you continue that one from episode 1 of season 2 into this one, and you got like a real cool continuity, that I think I'm proud to have on this program. It's all these things kind of connect to each other.
Yeah.
Seriously, we have so many very, very talented just wrestlers, the personalities they've got. It's really, really cool to see. And it was like, oh yeah. And then right here, providing the distraction, you see Chris Watson get a very just textbook O'Connor role that ends up taking it for him, which was really, really cool.
Rejoining us on the broadcast, Gabe Gambino, if he can figure out his life. Gabe, welcome back.
Oh, hey, thank you for having me.
It's wild how you're bad at every aspect of this.
How am I bad at sound? I'm a musician.
You think you would luck into being at least even okay at any part of this? Like you would think
Hey,
I told
he showed
Gabe
up on
to get
time.
candy. We had Explorer the other night. We did a wrestling show from the Science Center here in Albuquerque. I said, Gabe, go get candy for the kids. He did not return with candy. Like, there's just
What'd he get? Please, what'd he get? What'd he
you
get?
can't even get candy, y'all. Do you think I'm making this up? Do you think this is a joke? Or do you think actually I handed him cash out of my wallet and said, go
That
get
reminds
candy
me.
canes for children? Do you think he produced candy for children? Or
Well, I
did
wasn't
he
trying.
take money from me and ignore the children? Like, which ones do you guys think is true here?
Oh,
Oh, wait a minute.
no,
Wait.
I
Was
wasn't
this
trying
the
to be.
point
I was
where
trying to figure out the sound. I was.
Okay, what I was going to
Sorry,
say here is, was this the point where Fred asked you to get candy for the children that I saw you eating the children's candy right up at the front?
Oh,
in front
that was
of
a
people,
Tootsie Bowl.
cashiers and stuff?
Oh, thank you for this, Fred.
Is this
Comes
an
back with a big
intervention?
old chocolate bar.
Well, hey, we should be putting over Plex right now. We should be putting over Plex, his cool merchandise. He brings his own ring announcer.
By the way,
he's got
Jay
he's
Sizzle.
a stud pro wrestling talent, and Gabe is taking away from that.
I just showed up and upset everyone.
Not everyone.
Not everyone, but
I'm enjoying this ride, man. This is great.
But yeah, this is honestly, this was one of my very favorite matches tonight because what's it called? Plex and Sizzle and Sid just they really clicked all together in the ring, and I was really happy to see all of this. And could we see a mixed tag match out of this?
She's referencing the last match when Veronica Vega and Eliza Hayes got into it. Like, would we put Hayes with Watson and let Charlie 50 and Vega fight them? Sure. I'm sure Gabe would find a way to screw it up, but I think that's a good idea that we do that.
He can play their entrances in.
Oh,
absolutely.
Yeah. B minor, B flat.
How can I be flat and minor at the same time? I still pull it off, baby. I'll figure it out.
B flat minor, B minor flat.
Inside Pro Wrestling, real quick, we go to set this thing up, and we use a platform called StreamYard. It's super cool. I have a subscription through it because I have that radio show, 2 Men On, that I do every day of the week, and we live stream all of our sports talk radio show. I'm like, Gabe, here's my login. You can set this thing up. I get in here this morning. He has 2 computers set up. He has the computer he needs, which is this one, the one he has, and then an iPad. And I'm like, wait, why you got so many devices? And he's like, man, I operate from this one. I do just do the thing that everyone else does.
Inside Pro Wrestling, Fred's mean.
Breaking news.
Sally, I called Gabe yesterday morning. I'm going to meet with a sponsor for Duke City Championship Wrestling. I got my polo on. You know what I mean? My Duke City.
Yeah.
I'm going to sit down in a meeting. We're going to get a new sponsor. And I called Gabe on the way in. I'm like, hey, brother, appreciate all your effort last night at Explora. And I had a birthday party that you didn't come to, Sally.
Thank you.
But Fernando and Gabe were there.
Party.
I was like, hey, man. I was like, thanks for making the time with my birthday party. And Gabe goes, what's the catch? Like, what? There's no catch. I'm just calling.
I was waiting for the butt. Yeah.
Waiting for the butt. He didn't back it up.
I started apologizing right away. He's like, thanks for coming, bro. And I'm like, I'm really sorry, man.
My first thing to say to Fred is, this is Sally. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
When I answer the phone. Don't take my thing away from me, man.
Don't you throw a damn stone. You showed up 6 minutes late to this thing. This is what I'm surrounded by, Duke City Championship Wrestling fan base. It's me and Fernando and then a bunch of amateurs.
Thank you.
Fernando didn't even turn a light on in his office. I'm actually the only professional in the pro wrestling game business.
Fernando looking like Lemmy from Motorhead.
Yeah.
Do you guys feel like this like compared to the last couple, it's like your dad just got back from out of town
and
he's coming, he's here to whoop everybody's ass,
I'm like,
heard about this.
Look at him. Oh my gosh. He's so funny.
He
What
really
is
Flex
this?
is so much fun. Jay Sizzle working the mic, working the crowd.
Yep.
His stupid teeth are perfect. Like he's the look. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like full
100%
embracing.
wrestler look. And the obnoxious LED stuff, I always
I love that.
That's
I
a
love it.
really,
Well, it
really
reminds
good
me of those
look
like
for it.
flea markets where they have the boom boxes with like the neon lights all over them.
Yeah.
That's only
Like a
good until you walk
Bluetooth.
off the lot with him. Sid,
Yeah,
the
you
not
can-
so kid. Love this
Yep.
man.
Does
Yeah.
Sid the Kid change his entry video every single episode?
He's
Yeah,
excited.
because it hasn't always been kid with 2 Ds.
No, he's obsessed with himself.
I think it's gonna be 3Ds next time.
He's got
Sid-
access to Fred's Canva Pro. He's having himself a time.
The reason it's called Canva Pro is because I use it and I'm a pro. It was just Canva before I started touching it. Sid with that sweet Albuquerque Dukes flag. That thing is awesome.
Yeah.
Shout
That
out
really
Steve
is nice.
Palmisano and the ABQ Duke store for sponsoring us.
Yeah, makes all the merch.
Yeah. And
it's
another
not-
one who's nice guy.
Sweet man.
Good
And he
for
loves
him.
He did
all
really
56
well.
of his kids, man.
I tell you what, we were doing that. Saleh, you didn't come to Teen Night and Explorer that Duke City Championship Wrestling hosted because you hate kids, but Sid was there, and it felt like he had 100 new kids there. Like they were all cheering for him, and they were like, "We love you, Sid." And I'm like, "Oh, guys, is he telling people to suck it? I don't like that." But like, yeah, he showed up at Explorer and he was just like he stole the show. And then again, Inside Pro Wrestling, we go out to my birthday party afterwards, and it's at sponsor of my radio show, Safe House Distilling, which is Teller Vodka here in New Mexico. And you would have thought it was Sid's birthday party, the way he was walking around. Like it's like Sid, these are my people. Like the way you're stealing my shine. And he was like, that's how it is, baby. I'm like, what?
Like how there's no question that he's a pro wrestler, you know?
Yeah.
They walk in, they're like, oh, he must be one of the wrestlers from the Duke City Championship Wrestling.
Oh yeah.
How tall is he? He's not tall.
He is not a tall man. These are 2 not tall men that we've got wrestling here.
I would agree. Yeah.
They put on a great show, though. This was a fun show. This was a fun.
You guys
Flex
hate
has
Kyle?
Yeah.
Okay.
What was that, Fred?
Do you guys hate Kyle? Because like, look at him.
Well, it's
Because he's tall.
I gotta say it's kind of weird the way that he towers over both of them in the ring. He is probably the tallest referee I've ever seen.
He's the referee for that midget organization he wrestles with too. Like he travels the country,
Is he?
and he's over 6 foot tall,
Yeah.
and they put him in the ring with all these.
So he takes up like a third of the ring
Yeah,
itself.
Is it the organization out of Las Vegas?
Go Fish.
Okay.
It's the best one. He's with the best one. I should know the name of it, and I don't. Let me pull it up. I'll get it. He's texted it to me before.
Fair enough.
I love that like Kyle opened up Pandora's box telling Fred, you guys should talk about the refs more. And so that just ended up with me bashing Kyle for the next 30, 40
For his
minutes.
kids' volleyball team?
Coming up short.
Yeah, that was fantastic.
It's called Midget Wrestling Warriors. They've been around for like 10 years. Midgetwarriors.com.
The MWW.
M double dub.
Okay,
I love that.
I gotcha.
The name of their organization is
How was the birthday party, by the way, Fred, that I wasn't invited to?
Don't worry about it.
Feels about right. See?
It was
I got
cool.
stopped at the
I
door
don't
and
know.
he's like, who are you with? And I was like, we're in the same shirt as Fred. Like just pointed.
Literally, you're walking around with Fred attached to him in the same shirt.
Dude, I was talking about this the other night. It's like people look at me and they're just like, nah, bro. We're full.
That's what they say to me too, man. Stop taking my stuff, bro.
Nobody batted an eye. Like a man in clown makeup showed up at the birthday party. But when I showed up, I got a full hand on the chest. Excuse me.
And
Who were you with? And I was like, dude, the tall guy. We're in the same logo on our shirt.
I don't
is
know.
my
You could get that logo on any clothing anywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, the,
I mean,
the
but
D in the
really,
wrong spot.
you can only get it. You can only get it officially from the Albuquerque Dude Store, really. So whatever.
That's right.
There's a thing, Gabe. That like when me and Fernando go somewhere, like there's a certain level of like understanding, expectation, right? Like, and then whenever like you show up, like that sucks, you know. So
the
like
way
people,
you said that, you show up, the way that was communicated says it all.
People are like, is Gabe with you guys? And Fernando's like, yeah.
Well, dude, I was scared because Fernando texted me. He's like, "Safe house downtown, right?" And I was like, "Are they messing with us? Are we just gonna show up somewhere?"
I was the first person to show up for your party, and I was like, I don't recognize anybody here. Some girl shows up with like in a cap and mortarboard, in a mortarboard and gown, and I'm like, is this? Am I being ribbed right now?
So funny. I talked to
It
that
would have
girl.
been
She just graduated UNM. She was super nice.
Yeah, got her master's.
Nice.
Good for her.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
at the same time, I was like, just did they roll this together? I don't know the vast network of contacts that Fred has. So
and it's like a huge ass network, right? There must Sally, you weren't there obviously because we only invited my friends, but it was like there must have been, I don't know, 30 people there, maybe 40, and we're like, yeah, and we're enjoying this thing. But anytime somebody reaches out, so someone texts me and they're like, hey, is this party tonight or this whatever? I'm always like, listen, I don't know what you're talking about. And like, I never like give an inch, so it's like, someone's like, hey, is it your birthday? I'm like, ignore, you know what I mean? Like, I just don't.
No, it was Van. It was Fred's co-host from his radio show who told me about it.
That party was like a real life Simpsons episode, seeing all the random characters there.
That feels about right.
I love leaving these comments up over Gabe's face. This is a new thing.
You can still hear me though.
Well, here's the problem with you guys talking about me, because I don't want the spotlight. I want it to be on Plex, who showed up. But you three are so obsessed with me that we can't even talk about the show at hand.
Yeah, that's a great angle for Plex, by the way.
So. That's a
little something for the ladies.
Yeah, we're trying to time that just right. Yeah, thanks for pointing that out, Fred. But once again, this match was just fun.
Yeah, the two of them work really, really well together. Also, the dive that happens here. I happen to be fortunate enough to be up in the mezzanine witnessing this and seeing all of the fans at the same time just pop out of their seats. The
mezzanine is a great place to watch, man.
Yeah. And I think we still have tickets available at dccwtickets.com for fans that may be interested in getting mezzanine seats,
I do have them on me, too.
We have a discount code, too. Here, I'll put up the discount code right now.
I'm trying to cover Gabe's face again, aren't you?
Well, the discount code is because it's the holidays, y'all.
I love that.
Oh, yeah. And I will match the discount code. If you want a physical ticket, I'll get you.
That dive was beautiful, and it looked like it hurt.
Yeah, that kind of had to stink.
Because I did receive messages from Sizzle about, he wants to possibly pursue legal action against the kid.
I thought this was the finish right here.
Yeah, I definitely thought it was going to be the case, but here we go. You got to put a little mustard on it, right?
Which is the worst part of any condiment.
Oh man!
That's such a good super kick.
Yeah, that was beautifully executed.
And the thing that I've really enjoyed for the storytelling of Sid's matches is it's a super kick that is treated with the gravity that one of them deserves.
Well said.
Yeah, because it will 100% end a match.
Sells that well too. Good.
Yeah,
yeah, he sold it beautifully.
And Plex, solid work. Okay, one of the things I appreciate about this show, we're in the historical array. We're in Albuquerque, New Mexico. There's been this unwritten thing where if you're from New Mexico, we're going to love you. But we showed you. Actually, no, it's a little more, difficult
geez.
because we had Angelica Risk come in. It's like, oh wait, she's from New Mexico, but wait, we don't. The crowd is like figuring that out. We have Plex is also from New Mexico, I believe.
Well,
And
no, he wrestles out of Springs.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah,
Southern Colorado,
Sizzle was
yeah.
mentioning that. Yeah.
well, then he deserved all the booze he got. But
Absolutely.
this was really cool. I hate how you're still as tall as me when you're sitting down.
Look at my stupid delay. Like I didn't know the camera was coming. Is it my first day? Like
I was the only one ready.
Do you think broadcaster is too generous of a title for Saleh, guys? Do you think I should?
Oh God, yes, yeah.
Okay, we're going to change it to contrarian next time.
Well said. I like that. Or just keep the broad part in there. Saleh's just broad.
I'm okay. He's got a great smile, though.
Yeah.
Sid is my OGZ.
Is that another one of his kids?
Yes.
There were.
He's like, can I get 16 comps?
That's just the first half.
So during the
speaking of
during the Explorer show, it's our bellboy.
Yay! What's going on, bud? Yeah, the bell dog.
And the bell dog.
We forgot the bell for Duke City Championship Wrestling at Explora. Like Joe Hobo Hank thought I had it. I thought he had it. And then Gabe's like running around town to try to find the bell last minute.
It was a total side quest. It was to go to Van's house to get the key.
Like,
well, I think Hobo Hank, I think he did have it, but he just forgot it. And he left it in the shopping cart behind the Frontier.
That tracks.
So to his Knob Hill house. He has multiple homes.
Yeah. Multiple house Hank. I saw some questions in here, like there's not any. We do have some photos of the Explorer show. I do have some video. I'm going to be posting that this weekend on the Instagram.
Hey, actually, can you send me that video? Because the local news asked for a press release.
Right.
Yeah, I'll get that over to him.
You got it. Yeah.
That went well. That was a cool thing.
Yeah.
What I love is like the kids understood immediately. Like, when somebody walked out, they're like, "Yay!" And they just instinctively knew who the faces were, not the, as Mosh Pit and Hobo Hank had an exhibition match, and that was it went pretty well. We got a little preview too of Mr. Happy and Thunder, which is happening on December 30th at the historic El Rey Theater. I'm actually doing some special stuff for Happy's hair, actually, for that. We're cooking up some stuff. It's going to be really good.
Yo, championship caliber in the chat right now.
Sounding like some haters.
Some haters. Is that how you spell that? Hatas. Is that how you spell that in Colorado? Come on, brother. Plex, you did an amazing job, by the way. I really enjoyed the match, brother. Seriously. Thank you for coming out. You and Jay Sizzle. Good God, that was so much fun.
Yeah, I would imagine. I think Plex is coming back pretty quick. I would imagine. There's just kind of like a lot on the forefront. Obviously, we got the December 30th show, and then we have a date in January. It's set. We'll release that date at the 30th show, and then we're going to Clovis in February, so that's going to be a real big deal. We're going out there February 24th. That's going to be a huge show. That's going to be a world of fun. And then, obviously, we need to have a big conversation. Fernando and I are meeting tomorrow to set the rest of the 2024 dates, but there's some cool stuff going on. There's it's a leap year that falls on a Thursday. We could have a possibility to maybe double up in February and do something that can only be done once every 4 years. Obviously, as the summer approaches, we've got a lot of things in the works as far as city festivals and the state fair. And there's just, we have the El Rey, and we're always going to have the historic El Rey, and it's always going to be good for TV. But similar to that Explorer show on Friday, we're going to start doing all these little house pocket non-can. I don't know what verbiage to use, like program
art shows.
Yeah, and it's gonna be really, really fun. Here's a cool question. Go ahead, Fernando.
Oh yeah, all I was going to say is we're going to have some of these where anything can happen for these upcoming shows. Because remember, if it doesn't show up on if it didn't happen on television, it didn't happen.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah, well, and like I think I saw the best spot. Like a full on spoiler, I don't care. Also, remind me to come back to the best spot because this is a good question from Duke City Warriors. How do you guys come up with the names for the event shows? This is interesting. So before Fernando was part of the ownership group, I was naming them, and I was theming them. Like I think the first one was like it was a trail thing, and then I upped it to road, and then I upped it to highway, and I was doing like a progressive thing of storyline. And then whenever Fernando came in, he started naming like all the episodes of the TV show because Fernando's really taken over like all of the TV production stuff, like that final product stuff. That's all him. So I mean, yeah, we kind of passed the battalion off, and now it's a Fernando Gonzalez exclusive.
I had a good one for the it was Lucha Leap Year.
Oh yeah,
Good one.
yeah, not bad, but it's a lot of fun being able to do this. We have a lot of clever things that we can do for these, and honestly, for the it's cool to go over the stuff that we did because had a couple of ideas for this upcoming December show, but it had already been taken, and Countdown to Chaos is not going to be one to miss, folks.
No, it's going to be really good. Speaking of going over, Sully and I host a weekly talk show on 95.9 FM and AM 6M, The Sports Animal here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. You can get it on all your outlets for podcasting and podcasting-related items, including often a live stream from us. We didn't this past week because we recorded it in my radio studio, but going over has become a banger. So go to Spotify, go to iTunes, wherever you subscribe to your podcast. We had Joel Luevino on the show last week. Yeah, it was really good. Obviously, Saleh and Joel both have a rugby history and background. So there was a lot of conversation about the physicality of rugby, incorporating the world of pro wrestling. We put 20 hard minutes into breaking down Seth Rollins and CM Punk's interaction on a Raw last week. It's just a lot of laughter. So if you want a show that's full of actual professionals and not Gabe, you can tune into Going Over. It's incredibly good. You will laugh a lot. Like it's the one for pro wrestling. And also, licensed promoter like WWE Insider, like a family history of pro wrestling and understanding
royalty.
It's unique perspective, so it's a lot of fun. So big thank you to everyone who takes the time to be a part of that. Fernando, you're absolutely invited to join us one time.
I would, I would love that.
Only Fernando.
Mm-hmm.
I welcome you in my heart. I welcome you in my heart, Gabe.
Yeah, the group chat we have for just the three of us without Gabe, we'll have to go back to that one after this.
I use that one a lot. The one with Gabe I have silenced, but like the one, with just me, Fernando, and Saleh, that's the one.
Dude, Fred's not even looking at the square that I'm occupying on the screen.
It's weird. Out.
You ever? No, it's
you
like
have analytics.
I've seen him look at every square, but yeah, see, look at that.
He's looking at it.
Nothing.
Gabe's a new John Cena. You can't see him, man. It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Dude, it's like I feel like I'm at Buffalo Wild Wings right now, getting served or not getting.
It's
just walking past me.
Right,
they're like, I don't have $1, sir. I'm like, I just wanted some food.
The door. And you are.
Who are you?
Full hand on the chest of Buffalo Wild Wings.
Oh, this is wild. What is this hashtag? Give up Gabe? That's like an official hashtag.
I don't see that. I don't see it.
Okay, all right. I'm going to design a shirt. Is what I'm going to do. The Give Up Gabe shirt.
I want a percentage because it's going to be a banger. It's going to be a banger of a shirt.
Hey, I like that. Glass half full there.
Friend of the show, Joel. Friend of the broadcast says he's going to start a rival podcast called Turning Heel. Good. Yeah. Like that's what we're inciting here. And you know what's funny? There are a couple New Mexico, Albuquerque based like wrestling centric podcasts, and they've all reached out. It's kind of interesting to see, support from individuals adjacent to the community. I had a guy the other day say, "Hey Fred, what would it take to get us a broadcast position like at the booth, like during events?" I'm like, I'm not going to let you do Mystery Science 3000 on my pro wrestling. Like, I'm not going to let you like go watch the episodes and cut a riff track. Like, what do you like? Like that's prime real estate, son. Like, but yeah, they're what is
As a
Gabe?
salesman for the company though, I'm like, just hit me up. I'll
whatever it takes.
I'll see how much money.
Yeah.
See how much money it costs.
Line up that.
I'll talk to my guys.
Give money, Gabe. That's not a good one. That's not as good as give up, Gabe. That's not the gentle Gabe. That makes sense. That one tracks.
Gentle
Gabe.
Yeah. I like that.
Some of these are good. People hate you, dude.
I'm glad my wife doesn't like watch these, and she'd
what did the bad
like,
man say to you?
Dude, you really do suck.
Friend of Duke City Championship Wrestling, Joel Levin, was asked if we can start a Spanish announce table. The answer is yes. What we are not going to do, though, is put it in the broadcast booth with me and Sully. We're going to put it right next to the ring, and it's not going to survive a single episode.
Some assembly required.
Yes.
Throughout the night.
It's going to be within one live taping, 4 times.
And every time it gets smashed. Yeah. And after that, the crowd just they start chanting, "Build that table. Build that table."
In the middle of the match.
Yeah. And like every like Hispanic guy in there is like, this is wild, but I'm into it. Like, let's bring this.
Yeah, I like this. Why am I so into this?
I'll be able to do if we have a chance and they need me to go and do Spanish language commentary. I know how to do my very best Hugo Savinovich and just be like peligro, peligro the entire time.
All I got is esta noche. That's all I got.
Esta noche en Albuquerque, Nuevo Mexico. Damas y caballeros, Duke City Championship Wrestling presenta. That's right.
So La Migra.
El campeón del mundo.
Fred the only thing I know about broadcasting wrestling in Spanish is that names still have the same name, so it's still Suplex. Like otherwise, like I have no idea.
Suplex, Hobo Hank.
Friend of the broadcast and friend of Duke City Championship Wrestling via the YouTube live stream. And big thank you to everyone who utilizes the YouTube and has subscribed.
Yeah, thank you.
We're up to hundreds and hundreds of subscribers, so we're on the right path. Friend Elizabeth says, get ready for more flea market LED lights coming back to you guys. I don't know what that means.
Plex.
I know exactly what it means.
Is that the merch table? Is that what we're talking about?
Plex. I believe it's a reference to Plex.
Yeah, Plex can have a shirt with lights in it.
Inside Pro Wrestling. So we have the official merchandise stand, and that's all the stuff I've designed. That's all the stuff like that we put out and like for like our wrestlers. And there's like, if you're at the official stand, we do all your processing. We handle all your stuff. Like we got you. We have another stand where you can bring whatever you want. And then, but like your people sell it, right? So Plex brought like a +1 to work the merchandise stand. And I'm like, cool, you get like this much space. What does this much mean, right? Like a third of the table or whatever. Plex had the whole damn table. Plex was like, I have so many things. And I do this number, when you put your index finger and your thumb together and you go to your nose. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
And I'm like, all this stuff's not going to sell. Like in my head, I come back like an hour later, all of it's sold. And I'm like, okay, like here's how little I know about the world of pro wrestling. Like Plex sure stuff knows what sells to kids that are excited about him. And then he comes out and he's a super heel and everyone's like, oh, I regret buying this.
Damn it.
It was still out though. They loved it. I loved it. That was a good deal. That was a good heel turn before their eyes. By the way,
speaking of merch too, if you proved that you've subscribed to our YouTube channel and you hit us up, you can be entered into get a free Man High shirt. It's the cream of the crop one with the the Randy Savage.
One of the greatest.
But yeah, it's a giveaway.
Hashtag giving Gabe.
Ooh,
it's giving Gabe.
It's giving Gabe. Oh, there it is.
It's when it doesn't. It's when it sucks.
By the way, if you want to give us a name for Fred and I's broadcast team, someone said, "How about Thick and Thin?" I like that name.
I weigh more than you.
I weigh more than you, dude.
There's no way that's true.
Wanna bet? These Samoan jeans, man, they fight every day. I'm fighting them every day.
That's so funny you just said that because I'm like 6'6", right? Like I'm gigantic. Yeah. I don't think it translates to the TV. I'm 6'6".
Sure does.
No, you're right. I'm probably 265, maybe a shade heavier, 270. and like I buy like big ass clothes. You know what I mean? But but I wear them tight. I like my curves, like this, like whatever, right? So people are like, Fred, you're not like that big. And then I'll go to Sid the Kid. I'm like, try to pick me up, like without me assisting you, like at all.
You're almost too Sid the Kids.
It's unnecessary. Why is a human being made this big?
So funny thing, like when I tell people I'm shorter and fatter than you think, I'm 5'10", Hollywood 6'1", so I'm 280, dude. I'm 280. Look at this. He's almost as tall as me when he's sitting. He is sitting, ladies and gentlemen. I am standing.
It's not even like a high stool or anything. It's like
the
stool is on the floor. It's one of those like those potty squatties things that he's sitting on, and he's still taller than me.
If you look at it for a second and try to imagine that is Fred standing at full height, it just seems absurd.
There's a picture of us. Fred's like, here. Here's a great picture of us. Like, I'm not sharing that damn thing. I'm to your crotch, man. What the hell, dude? I'm not doing that.
Yeah, and we literally mid-broadcast changed our. Here's Inside Pro Wrestling, right? So that's a good picture of me. So we literally mid-broadcast we're like, hey, we need to change how this is framed, because we were like, because it was just so the juxtaposition was so bad, you know.
Yeah.
So we were like, okay, we're gonna move the stools. I'm gonna scoot back. You come forward towards the camera, like, and then we're gonna do like an angle thing. Versus, like, this is all TV stuff. This is all super boring to people that only love pro wrestling. This is as good as we could get. Like, this is like we had a whole ass plan and we could not pull it off because
I'm standing on a soapbox, guys. I'm standing on a soapbox. It's still not helping.
Now, to be fair, the closed eye. To be fair, I can't believe we all did the bid, but the look that Fred has in the freeze frame here definitely captures his sense of exasperation.
Yes. Well,
this is me speaking when I speak.
Okay. It makes me so mad.
Right there it is.
If I'm like, I have a question.
The
Fred's like, what are you about to say?
Dog, the first time you ask a question, I'm in. The second and third time you ask the same one, I'm like, what's the point of the first time? Like, can I have those moments of my life back? Also, I just shut down that YouTube thing, but we moved our camera position to where the El Rey logo would be right here on us, between us. You know, like there's all these like stupid branding approaches that like we have to work on and focus on. Yes. And then Gabe will come running up, and he's like, "Fred, do you know where the bottles of water are?"
It's giving Gabe.
I'm like, I have the same damn resources at my disposal that you have.
That's why I come the show when the show's on a Thursday. I try to show up on a Monday because it's gonna take me about 3 days to get it. You know, even though we've done this like it's about our 6th time. You know,
this morning it's like 9 o'clock, right? It's 9 o'clock. That's a regular morning hour. Gabe, shoot me a FaceTime. I'm gonna help you set up that equipment. Oh yeah, dude, no problem. I'll be there in like 2 minutes. All right, cool. I call back 45 minutes later. You good, bro? Oh yeah. I just fell asleep.
I was like, cool. I'm gonna.
This needs to be a shirt. It's giving Gabe, man. That's the one.
Giving Fred a
headache. On the back, it'll say it's hard to soar with eagles when you're surrounded by turkeys.
Especially the jive ones, man.
We only have like 5 minutes left of this thing, but go back to the start of it, like friends of the show who jumped in the middle for whatever reason. Go back to the beginning when Gabe's technology messed up and the video messed up and his headphones messed up, and we're like, oh, wonder, that's wild why that happened.
I gotta warn you. This is the kind of public shaming that will make me great.
We grow. There you go. That's what's talking. We grow.
Like when someone told Gronk he was soft, and he was like, "I'll show you. You're the soft one.
You're the Gronk."
No, I'm not.
He said, "Do the fighting tear." You gonna do the native tear?
The thug dove. rolling down my cheeks.
And once again, to be fair, Iron Eyes Cody was actually Italian, so you've got the reference.
Right. Put Fernando on your trivia team.
I think
he's a master.
Yeah, no,
hey,
I was
asking
champion.
Gabe. Like, obviously not asking Gabe, asking like Fernando and Sully. Like, I deserve better, right? Like it's I think you guys would be. Fred puts in a lot of work. He deserves like help.
I'm Mr. Right Now. You know,
wherever Gabe is, man. We miss you, bud. He's in a better place.
We go to my personal office where I have it's become like a storage space for championship wrestling, right? Like, it's like, this is the thing out of my own pocket for my company, Talk ABQ, where I have tons of like equipment and I have a plethora of resources and the knowledge to use it. And I'm like, hey, Gabe, you can have all this high-end equipment in your personal home to make this broadcast work flawlessly to help you and our product. And Gabe's like, yeah, for sure. I'll just leave it in the back of the car and not use it.
No, I didn't leave the equipment. I left my iPad in the car.
The iPad.
The equipment. I have a whole shelf for this equipment. It's been in there.
I'm like, can I just get it back? Like, what if you're not going to use it?
No, I ordered. I can't look. This is the thing that foiled me. Okay.
Oh yeah.
I literally have everything but the correct splitter.
Guys, I gave him 99% equipment. I said, cool. You have to get this one adapter. I don't have a spare. He's like, yeah, I got it, dude. I got it. Yeah. How much is it?
It was $6.
It's $5, guys. This thing costs $5.
Tax, man. The tax to get you.
Hey, Gabe's like, listen, I'm gonna go a cheaper route. Cheaper than $5?
I didn't go a cheaper route. I went the wrong route. Fred said, he's like, hey, go ahead and unplug that from your computer and throw it in the garbage.
Dude, I'm so mean.
That was like not, man. That wasn't even on like live stream. That was just a personal phone call. Hey, yeah. So what you want to do is just take that out of your computer and then throw it away.
It's probably in the middle of this broadcast too.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I caught that one too.
I'm like,
now I get anxiety when my phone rings and says Fred Slow on it. I'm like, oh, what have I done?
Change his ringtone. Bum bum bum.
He's like, did you remember? And I'm like, oh no.
Dead ass, like, this is advice for everyone. This is advice for Gabe too. But like, dead ass, everyone's life would be so much easier if they just woke up an hour earlier. I cannot stress this to people. Like, your life would come to you, Gabe specifically, so much easier if you weren't riddled with the anxiety that you're constantly late. Like, you put zero focus on the thing you need to be doing because you're worried about how late you are all the time. And this is true for everyone. This is not just true for Gabe.
It is.
But like,
yeah.
I've known Gabe for like 6 months now. And like, Gabe's life would be that much easier if he woke up in the 6 o'clock hour. Like, will never do it.
Absolutely correct.
Like,
I'm planning on for the thing with Turbo Tony. I'm gonna have to start changing my life, and this is part of the reason we're doing this show. You know,
to change your life.
Yeah, to make me to make me more turbo. You know,
if you were to, whenever you go to set your alarm and you pick 6 as the first number in the morning, you get anxiety in that moment. Like, in that moment, your chest is like, oh, it's not going to happen.
Well, the anxiety is alleviated when I set 7 more and my wife hits me. She's like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Good hour of the program, boys. Gabe, we all care about you, and we only treat you I only treat you this way because you could be such a brighter star in this universe.
I plan on being one.
I believe in you, buddy.
I mostly do.
It's given Gabe.
Hey, later.
Saleh, dude. Saleh's in the comments.
Oh, that was just for us. Dang it. My bad, y'all. That's all I sold.
I like how it just says like
Oh, no.
it says like Gabe sucks, and it says it's my mom's name. Like
Give up, Gabe.
she's like, we've been telling him for 35 years.
This has been a banger of real show.
That's a callback. That's a Dangerfield right there. Oh.
Boys, this is the stupidest thing of all time. Here we go. Oh, look, here's what we need. Friend of the broadcast, Michael says he's showing some love. He's going to try to make his first show on the 30th. Hey, please do.
Come on.
Yeah.
Hey,
I'll deliver you a ticket personally.
Yeah, if you want that inconvenience in your life.
Mm-hmm.
Also,
I'll be there between 9 and 12.
Yes, yeah. So, and you'll be like, hey, Gabe, on the way over, get some candy canes for the kids, and he won't do it. Like, he will not stop and pick them up.
It's because I never ended up leaving the venue because I ended up having to figure out all the sound, which is I'm just not not a smart man.
There's a handful of things I'm good at. Managing you is not one. So there's that. I just can't figure it out. After this broadcast, Saleh and Fernando are going to text you and be like, are you okay? Is there anything?
I'm like, no, it's cool, man. I'm doing great.
How about those Cowboys?
I'm doing great. I'm just taking a drive. I'm taking a drive. It's cool.
Friend of Duke City Championship Wrestling, Michael needs your help, Gabe. I tell you what,
I got you.
Here's this. Like out of the Dukes, because like Full Pro Wrestling, like obviously Gabe handles the ticket sales and stuff. Like Gabe, there's now an incentive for you to personally deliver and take a selfie with Michael on this ticket. And what
today.
we will do is
I'll do it today.
And we're not just gonna double your commission on this single sell. Like we're gonna 200% tile your commission on a single sell. So if you get this ticket delivered and take a selfie with Michael, like we are going to celebrate Gabe for the week, and it's gonna be the single highest payout of your entire life.
Let's go, Michael. Okay, DM me. Hit up the Duke City Championship Wrestling page on Instagram. Okay, at Duke City Championship Wrestling.
So
I have access to the page. I will give you my personal phone number.
Lock him out of the page,
I will meet you.
Lock him out.
Okay.
Oh,
get me out of this thing. This funk that I'm in.
How much are tickets, Gabe? What are they? $25? $20?
$25, but they're $20 with the $5 off. You get a premium GA for $20. So I will deliver you as many as you need. I will be there.
Hey, all right. For every upsell you give to Michael, so he wants one, you sell him two, 400%. Like we're doing the whole thing. Like
let's go.
I got a question. How many upsells will it take for you to give Gabe a compliment and a hug?
How many tickets do you have on your person, Gabe?
I've got. Shoot, I've sold a bunch, but
math is hard for you, yeah.
Yeah, around 25-ish.
All 25. Move all 25.
A compliment and a hug and all that. And
I want it on television too. I want it on the show.
Marlon with the steal. Yeah. Oh, yo!
Everyone hates Gabe.
I don't think we can wrap this up on any higher a note, guys.
Oh man.
Oh god.
So
for everyone at Duke City Championship Wrestling, thank you, Marlon, for watching. DCCWtickets.com. Good job, everyone.